Yo, what is up guys? Willis back here again, and we are going to be doing a little review for the A500 Hadron. I do have a 4-star at max level, and I do not have another 4-star, so I can't evolve this guy. I usually do all of my reviews at max level and then evolve them at the end of the video. However, there is a combine event going on right now, so we will be combining this guy for a guaranteed 5-star Hadron weapon at the end of the video. Stick around if you want to see that. There's the stats on the 4-stars maxed. You can check that out if you want to. Pause it, look at the stats, or it's on the wiki. Been doing a lot of work on the wiki. Got some Hadron images up there. Be sure to check out the individual weapons pages, since I know a lot of you use the compare tool that is currently outdated, and you know, I'm working as much as I can to get that updated as soon as possible. But for my gear, I'm rocking the Tyrant Trojan gear set. I do have the full 3-piece gear set, and perhaps by coincidence it happens to match pretty dang well with the Hadron weapons. The blue color, I guess, kind of matches between the two sets, so it actually looks pretty good in my opinion for what it is, and I guess that's what we're going with. And I just want to highlight some events here, so be sure to check out this event tab. I know, in my opinion, I think they should be a lot more specific and a lot more open about current events going on in the game. I think when there's new events added to this little event tab, I'm talking about that satellite on the middle left side. I'll click on it in a second. I think like when there's a new event, like show a little red icon like when there's a new event, or like show some sort of pop-up, right? And I know they have a couple pop-ups, but they haven't shown everything in pop-ups, and you know, it's nowhere like it used to be. Shout out to Gameville. They actually did a pretty good job with the Gameville version of the app in terms of announcing events and letting players know. It wasn't perfect, but it was better than it currently is, although I think the current implementation could be better with some minor changes. Like this list right here is awesome. It's amazing to have an in-game list of the current events. That should be implemented from day one, in my opinion. I think a lot of people are missing the event button, and myself included. I can only speak for myself, but you know, it's just like you don't even think to click on that event button. So I think the developers really need to do something to draw some attention to this event tab. And then another thing, just to be a little nitpicky, I would really like to see these times localized. It shouldn't be that hard from a development perspective. Like right now it says 1300 p.m. UTC, which first of all, that's, at least in the US here, that's known as military time. And if you say 1300 hours, that's like, you don't need to include the PM, so it's a little weird to begin with. 1300 PM is a little weird. And then UTC, like I had to do some Googling to reference what my time zone is in reference to UTC. And then I gotta kind of keep that in the back of my mind, and every time I see an event and the time is in UTC, I gotta, okay, like what is that in my local time zone? Like it really should not be hard at all. There's probably plenty of even open source APIs to use to localize times like that. In my opinion, there should be no excuse as a developer. You know, this in-game event list is great. It's got a lot of potential. It's pretty much what we need, but you just need to draw a little more attention to the event tab. Just my thoughts, but anyways, we got the Call to Arms back-to-back event coming back, and so apparently you can get veteran weapons in the back-to-back game mode, so I'll be trying to play that a little bit this weekend. Maybe I'll do some live streaming. And then it says check the new Hadron deals. And another thing just to nitpick about, this says the 27th of November to the 1st of December, which, so it's Friday, December 8th right now. So like, I'm really confused why that's still there, why the dates aren't updated, or what's going on exactly. Then we got a power-up event, ×3 weapon XP when using Hadron as level up material. Not sure why you would do that, but maybe you got some extra laying around, because as far as I know, they didn't give out like 1 to 3-star Hadron weapons. I personally wouldn't burn 4 stars trying to level up a gun, but maybe you will. I don't know. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. Then we have the lovely translated a special a special Hadron Combine. Apparently there's a Combine event, which I had absolutely no idea, and I'm really mad that I had no idea. Like, you know, I would have been playing a lot more and trying to earn some cash and do a lot more combines, and I will be doing a few. I will actually be combining the 4-star A500 Hadron in this video. Like I said at the beginning, I don't have the materials to evolve it at this time, so I'm just going to combine it for a 5-star guaranteed Hadron weapon, as long as this event is actually active now, like they say. And then they have the daily missions, which I think it's safe to assume that most people know about the daily missions, but it doesn't hurt to have it on there. But yeah, just a couple little nitpicky things from my personal opinion that could really change this game. It's just those little user experience things that hold this game back, in my opinion. So, but either way, we are jumping into a training match to start things off, and obviously it's not like farming back in the day, so, but I want to show you guys some of what the A500 Hadron can do in training. And like I said, I'm rocking the Atom, whatever it's called, Tyrant Trojan gear set. So we don't have any boosts specific to the A500, if I remember correctly. But we do have really good protection, and we have stun and stopping power protection with this gear set. So it's a pretty good gear set for multiplayer, for training, if you're still doing training, and just in general with any weapon. Obviously, it's so much better with Atom weapons specifically, since each gear piece, the headgear, the torso, and the legs gear, do have specific boosts that are only for the Atom series weapons. Even without those, because we're not using Atom weapons, even without those boosts, it's a great gear set, especially for 5-star gear. It's got amazing defense. You get that stun and stopping power protection. So I would definitely recommend it if you have it. If you don't have better options, if you don't have better 6-star gear, I think this is one of the best 5-star gear sets in the game. I don't have any of the new Hadron gear, unfortunately. I wish I did. Wish I could show you guys. But I know a lot of you guys out there have the 6-star set. A lot of people have the, or I do have the 3-star set, right? They gave that out as a gift. Totally forgot about that. 3-star gear is just not worth wearing, in my opinion, as always. But I saw a couple of you guys, handful of you guys, maybe even a lot of you guys, I would say, with the 6-star Hadron gear. So congrats to anybody who got that. I have not opened a single gear crate in this new game. Just, I don't know, the Hadron gear doesn't really interest me. I forget what the boosts are off the top of my head, so I don't want to say anything specifically about the performance of the Hadron gear, but appearance-wise, it's really not my thing, and that kind of leads into the Hadron weapons. I think they're cool. They're a little, you know, a little sci-fi fantasy for my personal style, especially probably for the younger demographic. I'm sure things like shiny weapons are exciting and whatever. So if you think they're cool, there's, you know, I'm not holding anything against you. I do think they're cool as well. They're just not my favorite. They do have the distinct sound. It's almost like a little muffled. Sounds pretty good in my opinion. I'm just a fan of like perfectly realistic sounds along the same lines of like realistic camos and things like that. But for what it is, it's not bad. I think it sounds decent. And it's a cool little switch up, something different to add to the game. So I don't know, let me know what you think of the Hadron weapons and the Hadron gear in the comments below, both in terms of appearance and performance. I think the boosts on these weapons are some of the best, if not the best series that we've seen. I mean, rate of fire boost is incredible. It was only a matter of time before they introduced a series with the rate of fire boost, and I mean, you can go back and watch all of my 400 Afterpulse past videos, whatever. I've talked about it time and time again, and like in forums and Discord chats and things like that. Eventually we'll get to a point in the game where there's a weapon series that boosts every stat in the game, and we might actually, I think we are at that point. I think every single stat has been boosted in some way, shape, or form when you combine all the skins together. And so now we're kind of seeing this mix of boosts. I'll show you the A500 Hadron again, so we'll read the special description. The weapons in the series have an upgraded rate of fire. That'll be shown in the stats. You see there, 4-star max is at 4,444, and then it says the Atom ballistic technology grants 50% extra stability, which is pretty insane, maybe even a bit overkill, as some of you have said. Obviously, stability there is 1462 on the 4-star max, and also the damage decreasing point is 15% farther, which, if I remember correctly, is the same as the Cinnabar. The Cinnabar also has increased range, but if I'm not mistaken, the Cinnabar had a 15% boost in damage drop-off point, so that part is not going to be shown in the stats. That's just going to be felt in the performance. That's going to be part of the performance. You won't really see stats changes for that, so keep that in mind. And we're seeing these series that are becoming a mix of boosts, and you know, I think that's just going to be the future of this game. They're just going to keep adding on and adding on and adding on and creating these insane weapon series, so get ready for it. But hopefully if you've been playing this game for a while, you know that that's the direction that this game has been going since day one. That's really the design of the game at its root, at its core. There's a 4-star max level with a 3-star Hadron gear set. That's cool to see, I guess. Can't walk around that guy. Oh, this guy's got my same gear set. Must have got the same compensation. I missed my fire button. What's going on? I'm gonna watch that video back. I don't know if the fire button highlighted there like it does when you press it, then there's some sort of glitch, but I think I just missed the fire button. But yeah, we got these Hadron weapons leaving like blue bullet trails through the air. It's a little weird. And they also leave these like fiery marks. You shoot a wall. You can kind of see it there. It's not the best example, but I don't know what this guy's doing. He's officially a noob. Let's see, can we get one more? There we go. And so yeah, I really haven't been playing a lot of multiplayer. I've been mostly doing training, and you might be wondering why, since you can't really farm since there's no repeating challenges, at least that I've seen yet. And I'll make a separate video on that, but I've basically gotten to level 28, what I am now, just by playing training or not even playing training, as you'll see coming up in a separate video. So you know, I'd love to play more multiplayer. It's hard to get the time to play, for one, and then on top of that, I'd really rather play ranked than casual, and it's just hard to find ranked matches. Like, it's relatively easy. It's a pretty standard experience in a lot of games to be able to jump in at any moment and find a game, right? And so that's like, as a player, as a user, like, we've come to expect that in games, in multiplayer games. So you jump into ranked and you can't find a game, and it's a terrible experience. But then for some reason you jump into casual, and it's so easy to find a game pretty much any time of the day. So I know I've said it in past Afterpulse videos, which are probably like a month old by now, but I was really like harping on it for a couple videos. Like, just play ranked. I don't understand, like, why play casual when you could play ranked? Like, you get golds at the end of the week, you get crates at the end of the week, you can get chrome weapons, you can get regular weapons. Like, just play a couple matches of ranked. I really don't understand. Like, push yourself a little bit, become a better player, and that's just my take on it. You know, like I said in past videos, we could have a whole debate about ranked versus casual and all that, and playing a game for fun versus being competitive, and Afterpulse being a bit pay to win, and ranked is all you encounter is the OP stuff and whatever, and then casual is like, it's like taboo to use something that's OP in casual. You know, there's those people out there. Not to throw shade, that sounded a little I don't know, aggressive. Tell me how you really feel, right? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm like half paying attention. Somehow we got that kill. And so yeah, I don't know. We could have a whole discussion about all these topics. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's a mess. Shout out to Atchison Jack. I got killed because I was looking at your name. Griffin 12 Hadron. That's a really good weapon, by the way. I do have the 4-star, almost maxed out. I'll have a video on that guy coming soon, I think. There's a 4-star A500 again, so not a great match, but I'm like literally not even paying attention here. I think you guys have seen enough 4-star A500 videos. I think the Hadron series is one of the best series without a doubt, if not the best series. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you think like this is the best series, if you have a different preference, whether it's performance or for looks. Looks like we leveled up, level 29 plus 7 gold. It also gets my OCD that they give you odd amounts of gold. So like right now we're at 78, but the shops are almost always in increments of 5. There have been some crates that are like 83 gold here and there when they have like quote unquote special sales. What a savings, right? But they're almost always in increments of 5, multiples of 5, whatever you want to call it. And so it just gets my OCD a little bit when they give you odd amounts of gold, but I'm sure it'll even out eventually. We'll just do one match in this video. I know I talked for quite a long time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the whole thing, and we are going to be doing a combine. Hopefully this thing works. It said 1 to 4 star, so I'm going to assume that we're going to get a 100% guaranteed 5-star Hadron weapon. I'm assuming the ACG 40 is in there, and that's a Delta class weapon, so that will be available at 5 stars. So I guess that's what we'll hope for. Obviously, I'm not expecting it by any means, but I guess aside from the ACG-40, maybe the UNK CQB Hadron would be cool to have. It's a little more rare. Obviously, a Charlie class weapon, Maverick SA1, since it is the first skinned edition of the Maverick. I think that would be cool to have. That's another Charlie weapon, pretty rare, only available from 4 stars and higher. But even like a 5-star A500 Hadron, that would be basically equivalent to evolving this, right? Without the other matching 4 stars. So I'll really take anything at this point. We'll see what we get here. 16,800 to evolve. And DMR-17 Hadron, and we will be able to make the 6-star DMR-17 Hadron. With that, I did get a 5-star from a crate previously. I'm currently working on leveling it up, and it shows as favorited. I'm going to unfavorite that, since my 4-star A500 Hadron was favorited. The new weapon is favorited as well. But there's the DMR-17 Hadron at level 16, and this guy does look pretty cool. It's got a bit more of those light up touches, which not totally my style, but once again, for what it is, it does look kind of cool. I have to admit, my inner nerd is coming out. And so, slowly working on this guy. It seems like a decent weapon. Perhaps, once again, one of, if not the best DMR-17 skins, especially with that rate of fire boost. Rate of fire was always low on the DMR-17, but we'll have separate reviews coming for the DMR-17 Hadron, so definitely stay tuned. And looks like we'll be evolving that guy into a 6-star, and we'll have as many more combines as we can get in this current event. You see like AC30 3-star max. I have a couple 3 stars maxed out, basically just to get the screenshots and add them to the wiki. The sad life that I live. But, you know, I'll be combining things like that. Might as well get some 4-star Hadron weapons, and I got a handful of other 4-star weapons at max level to combine. So stay tuned for all of those videos. Tons of Afterpulse content coming soon, and tons of other content coming soon as well. We got Christmas holiday updates and Call of Duty World War II. That's going to be huge. I'll probably be live streaming that as much as I can, which is probably like once per day for like an hour on average or something like that. I don't know, but gonna try to stream again soon, and there's a lot of updates going on in other games right now, so you know, I'm trying to expand a bit, do more than just Afterpulse, but I know most of you guys subscribe to my channel are really only here for Afterpulse, so trust me, we got a lot more Afterpulse content coming, so be sure to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed it, if you want more Afterpulse, and stay tuned, and I will catch you on the next video.